Hi, this is Ronnie, and I'm going to be scrapbooking these two pictures right here. The this is for the I did this layout back in June, and I did do the mini kit Monday, and so I posted the pictures for my layouts, but I forgot to make a video of the mini kit. So I didn't post any videos, and since I didn't have that, I just put off doing the voiceover. But I'm doing it today. I am using Capture Life by Allison Kreft, and there I was deciding, did I want the hearts for the bigger piece or the solid color one, for the larger one. And I decided I wanted the light blue on top, so I'm trying to put that on there with some washi tape. And I am going to do the other side and put a strip of paper across there to make it a little more sturdier. But yeah, I'll mess with it in a minute, but it will be fixed. And then the strip of paper that I'm going to put on there is going to say over and over again, life is beautiful. And I did use quite a bit of that on my last layout. I used it for matting my photos and a couple other things. But I finally got it, and so the strip's going on there. And, well, if I can get it on there straight, it's going on there. And I didn't make it very wide. I just wanted enough to help seal the area between the two pieces of paper. And when I made the kit, I put in this yellow because of the yellow hearts in that paper there. And it's kind of bold and bright all by itself, but as an addition to the page, it's not too bad. And I'm going to use it several times on this page. And here I'm punching out pieces from this that I plan on using. I'm going to I punched out these two. I think it's called a scallop punch, circle scallop punch, and there I'm punching out a bow that I plan on using. I do have two punches. I have a larger and a smaller, and I couldn't make up my mind really, and I thought, well, I'm going to do the smaller one, and if I want the larger one, I'll just pull out the other punch. And I am going to just gut the other photo mat, and so I would be able to just punch it out of there if I decided, if I was to decide to use it. But I don't. I'm just going to use a small one. And yeah, I'm going to glue this down now. And like I said, I'm just going to gut the other one. And the pictures that I'm using of my two granddaughters, one thing about going in a Dollar Tree, you can tell the kids you can get one thing, anything you want in the store. Well, everything's $1, so you don't have to worry about them picking something that's going to be an outrageous price. And of course, sometimes you say two things or three, depending. But most of the time, I just say one thing because I like the Dollar Tree. I go there pretty often, so it's just easier to say one thing, and that's what they're going to expect. And anyway, it was so funny. They seen their sleeves, and then you got the thing to put your thumb in, and then there's a ginormous ring. They loved that ring. They liked the sleeves, and I showed them how to put them on and to put their thumb through there, but if you can look at the pictures closely, you'll see neither one has both gloves. I don't know if they're gloves or sleeves or what, but on the thumb, they have like the thumb in one hand, and then the other hand they've got a finger instead. But they were admiring their ring and talking about it, and they loved that ring. I mean, it was huge. But yeah, the title's going to be The Princess Twins. And later, I thought I should have used a different title, something about diamonds are a girl's best friend or something like that. And I may do that on the next layout since they are twins, and right now I'm working on an album for them, through the years album for Christmas. I'm going to give it to them for Christmas. The other one might get Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend as her title. But when I make them things, like even birthday cards, I will take and make the card and put it in the envelope and then shuffle the envelopes and then put their name on it, because I don't want them to think I'm playing favorites on either one. So I'm going to have to figure out something to do on these layouts. I guess I'll turn them upside down or something and pick one that way and then put them in their album, because they're not going to be identical. I want them to be able to look at each other's albums and have something different in both of them. Picture's the same, but the layout's different. But since I love scrapbooking, it's going to be a fun gift to create for them. However, since I'm starting this late in the year, I don't know if I'll get them both done by this Christmas. Who knows? Yeah, I am retired now, so I will have much more time to scrapbook. And not that I haven't been scrapbooking, I just haven't been recording my layouts. I'm using my T-square ruler to get these straight. Well, because most of the time I don't get them too straight if I don't use it. Of course, there's times I think, oh well, I'm just going to go for it and see how it looks. And then later, of course, I end up looking at the album and thinking, what was I thinking? And I guess right now I am thinking, yes, I'm moving things around, trying to decide what to do next and what pieces I want to use. Oh, I'm probably going to work on my title. And I put these in the kit because those are like one of my favorite ones of all time, and I ordered several packages of them, I think probably 3. And of course the other 2 have been used a lot, but since I was making this for Mini Kit Monday, I didn't want to have to Frankenstein any of the letters. So yeah, I put a whole package in. It looks brand new. And those yellow alphas there, I am not sure what they are by. There is no brand name on them. And see how the plastic just kind of folds out and it's back to back on the white thing. So yeah, you've seen me fold it back in. So if anybody knows what they are, you can put a comment below, but I don't know what they are. But I like them. And I was probably wanting yellow. I've noticed that I don't have that much yellow as far as letters go. And you know, yellow is one of my favorite colors to use on a layout. Green itself is my favorite color, but as far as using it on a layout, yeah, I like the yellow. It makes it so bright and so cheerful and adds so much to the layout when you use it. And I have layered that sticker, and it says happiness looks like this, and I have layered it with the yellow and then the pink. And I'm going to do that throughout the layout to make everything more cohesive and to go get together. Sometimes I'll, take a pen and outline different parts of the layout, but this time I'm layering parts, and I'm doing it on that one too. I've done it in yellow, and I'm going to do it in pink. And that one just says sweet, because both those little girls look so sweet when they were sitting there admiring their ring. And they admired it for many years. They would put it on along with those sleeves, and those sleeves got really wore out after a few washings, but they still liked them. They thought they were really dressing up when they had put them on. Here's the pink, and that started out as a 12 by 12, and it slowly gets used up on my layouts because it goes so well with this collection. It's like the perfect pink for this collection. Anyway, I only did 3 layouts in this little mini kit. 3 was all you needed for the challenge on Facebook. And so I just did the three. If I had done very many more, I would have used that one piece of cardstock up and not had enough. But the suite, I'm tucking it behind the picture. And that little Flair, love that little Flair. It's got a cute little camera on it. But when I pulled it out, I noticed this huge Flair, and it's got all the colors in the layout, and it's like a bokeh look, and it's really pretty. And I've had it in my stash for years. I've had this whole little package in my stash for years. And when I seen how big that was, it's by American Crafts. When I seen how big it was, I thought, man, that is big. Will I ever use it on a layout? And when I seen it this time, I thought, I could use it. I could replace this little, I think they're called a viewfinder wheel. If they're called something else, put it down below because I cannot remember. But I'm going to end up replacing that. And since I replaced it, I'm going to end up using a red one that's on the sticker sheet. And, well, I'm just going to use half of it. I'm going to be tucking it underneath the edge of the picture and won't need all of it, so I can save half of it for later. I did get my heart done. I've backed it in the pink, and yeah, I think that's probably when I decide that I'm going to use the other half, the red one, the red color, yeah. So because I'm going to use it and you really need to repeat the color like 3 times, I thought, what else can I use that's on here? And so I'm going to use this cute little Polaroid. It's done in red and it's an adorable little camera. And I'm going to use it up there, which worked out perfectly because I did want a camera there. And I'm going to pull that, I wish I knew for sure what it was called. I'm going to use that viewfinder picture wheel. I don't know. I'm going to put that there, and I'm only going to use half of it because I'm going to be tucking it under the picture, and I'm going to save half for later so I can use it on another layout. And I'm pulling all those little negative pieces out and going ahead and cutting it in half. Yeah, it's kind of hard to cut that ampersand in half. I debated on it, and I thought I really like tucking these in. I do have a die that's one, and I don't think I've ever used it as a whole one on a layout, but I have used a half one a lot in layering. And I was looking at the cut apart sheets there to decide what else I could use because I looked on the sticker sheet for a third item in red, and I'm trying to find something there that'll work. And I end up using a frame, and it says loved this, and I put the journaling on there, and I had to write really tiny because I didn't use the whole frame, and I cut it down pretty small. But there is a lot to choose from on these papers and the cut aparts. There's a whole sheet of 2x2s, and I was thinking I could do me a grid layout later and use these 2x2s somehow or another. I could probably even do several pictures and print them out as 2x2s and use the 2x2s. Yeah, that would make a good layout because they're all cute and adorable. Yeah, see how small I cut that? I cut a little smaller than I planned. So it is going to have little tiny journaling on there. But I will cut that part out so you won't have to watch me doing the journaling. I thought about doing it later, and then I thought I might as well go ahead and get it done because sometimes later is when I put it in the album. And I thought I might as well just go ahead and do it. And I'm making a bow here. I have 2 bow punches, and this one's a smaller one. And it's made a little different from the other one. And I always put foam dots underneath the part of the bow so that later when it's in the album that it don't go so flat and it stays true to form on a bow. And this one, like I said, it's tiny, so it's a little bit harder to work with. And I'm going to end up taking the tails and cutting it in half, and so they'll hang down instead of going across. And I like them both ways, but this one I decided I wanted it to go down. And later, after I got all this together, I thought I should have inked the edges with a darker yellow to give it a little more depth. And yeah, I'm off camera here, sorry. But I'm just putting the bow on the left-hand corner of this, and that's it. I mean, I'm not putting anything else. And there you can see it now. And I'm thinking it's awful bright. Yeah, there is no pink with it. So I am going to look for something to put there with it. Oh, these hearts are from Illustrated Faith, and I love the way they're shaped. They're just so cute. And I'm going to scatter them around the layout. And I'm going to end up using sequins on the layout, so I don't use any enamel dots. So the enamel hearts is all I'm going to use. It's enamel. Oh, and on this little, I put this in here because my granddaughters had got me them for a birthday present, I believe it was. I put like a couple packages that they had gotten me and picked up maybe at the Dollar Tree, I'm not sure. But they're really cute, and I thought I want to use another one of them on their layouts. So I put the little teeny tiny red, well, it's a circle with a red heart in the middle of my bow. And here's my sequins, and those are Spiegel Mom scraps, and I should have looked at them before I started this video so I could tell you which ones they are, but I'm thinking it's Sunshine something, but I wouldn't guarantee it. I'm going to sprinkle them around the layout, and then I'm also going to sprinkle some of the Felicity Jane ones around. And I've had those several years, and I've used them I don't know how many times, and they're still going. That jar holds a lot, and they're small, so you can put quite a few on the layout and not put much of a dent in that little jar at all. And what's cute about them, they have these little teeny tiny, tiny flowers. They're little pink flowers, and they look really cute in the mix. And I think that's it. I think other than gluing down my sequins, I think that's the last of my layout. Yeah, I'm using my little picker-upper thingy and putting all the sequins down and gluing them. I'm using art glitter glue. And there's my layout. And I do have a photo at the end since I haven't gave this away yet. And this is for the Mini Kit Monday June edition. Yeah, and it's August. But yeah, I am happy with the way it turned out, even though I would have liked the title to be something different after I thought about it. But once that princess part, yeah, I love them, but they don't stick well. So once you glue them down, they're down. So the Princess Twins is what this title is. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you leave a comment below, I love to reply. I can't even talk. And if you hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. And also, if you aren't subscribed, if you subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.